away will be the visitors. I'm Coach Dell, along with our color man, Jarrett Dell, and Jub on the graphics, live stream, and radio side. Coach Myers, keeping the scoreboard once again. Our team up here in the press box, ready to bring you another American Legion baseball game. Beautiful day. Actually, it's very nice out here today. I think it's going to get worse as the weekend goes on, but as of today, it's very nice out here.
Yes, I think a lot cooler, definitely a lot cooler than what we've been used to the past couple weeks. That's for sure, as we've been up into the high 90s and even I think maybe it feels like 100 for a couple days. But beautiful day out here. The clouds kind of giving us some coverage right now. But
little breeze.
Yeah, the breeze, the AC up in here. Myers, he brought feels good so far.
We are just about ready to go. The coaches met at home plate with the umpires. They had their pregame meeting. They split and head back to their respective dugouts. We are just about ready to go. So let's bring you this afternoon's starting lineups. Clarington Elite coming off a 3-1 loss in the previous game to Moundsville Post 3. Moundsville coming in 2-0 today. So Clarington Elite looking to even their record at 1-1 as they dropped a 3-1 defeat to Moundsville Post 3. The starting lineup for Clarington, leading off playing center field, Alex Strapko. Batting second to first baseman, Nate Innes. Batting third baseman, Mateo Sursta. Batting in the cleanup spot, the right fielder, Aiden Leppert. Batting fifth to shortstop, Eric Jarvanpah. Batting sixth, a designated hitter, Jonathan O'Reilly. Batting seventh, to second baseman, Graydon Taylor. Batting eighth, to left fielder, Reed Levine. And batting ninth, doing the catching, Corrado Nuciforo. And doing the pitching for Clarington Elite will be Nolan Little. Once again, it's Strapko, Innes, and Sursta, followed by Leppert, Jarvanpah, and O'Reilly, followed by Levine, Taylor, Levine, and Nuciforo. And that's, once again, starting lineup presented by our good friends at Mail America, Rick DeLess. So Jared will run down Post 1 lineup.
Yeah, we'll run down Post 1, and we'll go down our sponsors once we get another pause in the action. But for your home-standing Wheeling Post 1 today, earlier today they were the visiting team, but they're the home team on your scoreboard in this game. Leading off and playing left field, number 12, Chris Upton. At its second base, number 22, Seth Cover. Batting third out at shortstop, number 35, Jackson Murray. And out in right field, doing the cleanup, hitting today, number 1, Zaid Billings. Down at third base, batting fifth, number 4, Reese Davis. Your first baseman today, number 6, Henry Anderson. Batting seventh, your DH today, Rocco Dijon Domenico. Moves from first base to DH. And center field will be Ethan Clark batting eighth. And then rounding out the lineup out in center field will be Braxton Billick. That is your Wheeling Post 1 lineup. And out on the mound, Big Brady Ernest. Toeing the rubber for Post 1. That is your Post 1 starting lineup. Thank you to Mail America. And the rest of our sponsors today, TNY Payroll Pros, TechnoCap Closures, Mail America, as we just said, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, Bernie Glenn Insurance, ATM Man Stan Szynski, Wakeham's Bar, Schmidt Brothers Sunoco, S&D Painting, Glamp Life, Tenant Law Office, Belmont Savings Bank, and our new sponsor today, Form Energy. We got our cans up in here with us right now. May be able to get a shot on camera. We're still having a little bit of issues on our focus when we move them over here. But I'm going to have to go grab one from the fridge here in a second, crack one for this game to enjoy.
3:15 start time.
And Myers, the official start time is 3:15. He yelled that down to our umpires, calling the balls and strikes from Charleston, West Virginia, R.J. Wyford. And out on the bases from Huntington, collegiate umpire Ron Runnels. So we are just about ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. It's Wheeling Post 1 taking on Clarington Elite out of Ottawa, Canada. So we want to welcome all our viewers from Canada. Thank you for joining us, and get into that chat room and tell us where you're from. tell us a little bit about how you like the stream. First pitch from Brady Ernest, up high, ball one. Happy 4th of July weekend to everyone also. Ernest's second pitch, it's driven into left center, and that ball is going to find a gap, and that's going to hop all the way to the wall. And Strapko with the leadoff double into left center field. Strapko, that big left-hander, headed to McGill University in Montreal, Canada.
All right. Let's see how we're going to go today, huh?
Nice start for Clarington.
Second pitch of the game. Nice job of going into the opposite field for Strapko.
That'll bring up Nate Innes, the first baseman. Innes is headed to the University of Maine at Fort Kent. Big lefty pitcher, and Innes playing first base.
Fort Kent.
Today. Leadoff double from Alex Strapko. Once again, we want to welcome and thank all our viewers from Canada who might be tuning into this game today. We hope you're watching, enjoying the broadcast. Job on the controls over there. Beautiful day here in Wheeling, West Virginia for the Beast of the East tournament. 1 ball, 1 strike on the number 2 batter, Nate Innes, just underway. Ernest curveball hangs outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nice uniforms from Clarington Elite. Look exactly like the Baltimore Orioles. The white with the beautiful orange and black numbers and trim. The 2-1 pitch from Ernest. That's up and away. 3 balls and a strike. You like those unis, Jarrett?
Yeah, I was just thinking about it because I believe the head coach of Clarington is a former Toronto Blue Jay, right?
He is.
If I'm not mistaken. So I wonder how he got to make them the Orioles.
Well,
a fellow AL East rival. So that's got to feel a little weird for him.
Don't know the answer to that, but I got some information on him. We'll pass along. A heck of a resume for the coach. And swing and a miss on that full count pitch. Innes can't get the job done. Can't get Strapko over to third. So that'll bring up big Mateo Sursta, 6'5", 230-pounder. Left-hander, playing third base this afternoon, wearing number 72. Looks like that could be trouble. A little floater down the left field line. That's going to drop in front of Upton. They're going to hold up Strapko at third base, so that's going to put runners at the corners for Clarington Elite. Sursta just reached out, poked that over third base, dropped in front of Upton. Upton played it on a bounce and held Strapko at third, so that puts runners at the corners. Bring up Aiden Leppert.
Yeah, although he didn't hit it hard. Good piece of hitting there.
Aiden's a young player, still going back to high school. Number 4 hitter in the lineup. Runners on the corners early. Ernest in a little bit of trouble here early. And that's a line drive base hit down the right field line. That'll drop in. Surst will head to third. He should make it easily as a right fielder. Reese Davis bobbles the ball and lets Leppert move into second base.
Geez, that's a tough air there because now you got 2 guys in scoring position. Was just going to be first and third, but
Reese Davis misplayed it on the bounce, kicked it a little bit. So that's going to be an error because that let Leppert move up to second base. So second and third for Clarington. Curveball from Ernest drops in there on Eric Jarvanpah. Jarvanpah playing shortstop. Going to York University in Toronto. Second pitch from Ernest. A ball.
I feel like I've heard of that before. York University. That sounds familiar to me.
Swing on an outside pitch by Jarvanpah. So Ernest jumps ahead in the count. Ernest trying to avoid any further damage here in the first inning. 1-0. Clarington leading early on. The pitch from Ernest. Fastball right down the middle. Jarvanpah fouls it off to the side.
Yeah, I think Jarvanpah is going to want that pitch back on a 1-2 pitch. Fastball right down the middle.
The pitch from Burness. And that's a line. Curveball hangs up. Line drive to left field, and they'll score another run. Leppert will hold up at third, so Jarvenpaugh took that curveball. I don't think Ernest liked that pitch at all. Hung that up there.
Yeah, it looked like two mistakes in a row there from Ernest. That time, Jarvenpaugh made him pay. And here we go, 2-0 Clarington early. A little bit different than what we've seen, definitely in the first game, and usually what we're used to with Post 1.
I know. I've seen this a lot. Post 1 falling behind early. That'll bring up Jonathan O'Reilly. He's a versatile player. Is listed as playing pretty much every position. First pitch from Ernest in there for a strike. Once again, runners at first and third. That ball fouled out of play by O'Reilly.
But no lack of size here for Clarington, that's for sure. Big kids.
Orioles uniforms. Orioles in script across their front. Orange and black trim. No balls, 2 strikes. Runners at the corners for Clarington. A pitch from Ernest. That's a fastball for strike 3. Big strike out there for Brady Ernest. 2 down. That'll bring up Graydon Taylor.
And as I say that, Taylor probably the smallest guy on their team, I would imagine. What's he listed at?
Native American with big heart for the game, loves the game, fouls that first pitch off to the right side. They don't have his dimensions listed. I didn't get those from him, but he is a small fella. Runners at first and third. Clarington with 2 runs in and here in the top of the first. Pitch from Ernest. Curveball hangs inside. Billings tried to frame it up to get that strike call. 2-0. Clarington leading. Beautiful day here at the Beast of the East. On the top of the hill, Wheeling Park. Ernest curveball is going to stay upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. Clarington came out swinging. I think they only had 4 hits in the prior game. Only scored 1 run, but they've come out swinging here on Ernest. Ernest fastball right there. Taylor swings through it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runs in. A lot of deuces on the board, Jarrett.
See if Clarington maybe decides to put a runner in motion here. They don't.
He's no lead down there, so now they will.
Now they will.
Full count, 2 outs.
See if
Jarvenpaugh's on first.
They're going to hold him on still. And that may be
throw over.
Actually a little closer than I thought.
Jarvenpaugh with not much of a lead. 2-0. Clarington leading. Runners at the corners. 2 outs. Ernest trying to get out of this. Taylor trying to get him in. Pitch from Ernest fouled right at Taylor's feet. Good job of fouling that off to stay alive. Jarvenpaugh on the move.
We're saying Taylor not the biggest guy, but he pretty good bat speed.
Yeah, they say undersized but plays a bigger game.
Yeah, pretty quick hands.
To be on this team, he must be pretty darn good. The pitch from Ernest, and that's going to be low and away. Ball kicks away. Here comes the runner. It's going to be a definite play at the plate. Nice. And he is going to be called out at the plate. The ball kicked away from Billings, but he recovered quickly.
Really good tag from Ernest there. Runner kind of got a late break. He didn't see it kick away. It kind of kicked to the right of Billings. He didn't see it right off the bat, and then decided to take off. And Ernest, a really nice tag. He tried to do that little swim move, and Ernest put the glove right in front of the home plate and slid right into it. It's a good job there to get out of that. But
so Clarington, 2 runs, 4 hits. There was 1 post 1 error. They leave a couple. Your score after half an inning. It's Clarington lead 2. Our post 1 coming to bat.
Looking for a hometown insurance agency you can trust? Since 1999, Bernie Glenn Insurance and Financial Services has been protecting families and businesses in the northern panhandle of West Virginia and eastern Ohio. We're independent, giving you choice from top-rated national and regional carriers. And guided by a concierge-level experience, our energetic, honest, and determined team puts customers first every time. For home and auto to life and business insurance, we build relationships that matter. Need to pay a bill or access your policy online? It's easy with us. Protect your future with the agency you'd recommend to a friend. Call Bernie Glenn Insurance and Financial Services today at 304-277-3239 or visit BernieGlennInsurance.com. Bernie Glenn Insurance, building relationships, protecting futures.
At TechnoCap, we're not just making closures, we're shaping the future of sustainable packaging. From beverage and beauty to pharmaceuticals and household goods, our metal closures are trusted by leading brands around the world. With a global reach and a local presence right here in Glendale, West Virginia, TechnoCap combines innovation, precision, and environmental responsibility. Discover the power of performance-driven packaging. Visit technocapclosures.com, where great products begin at the top.
Okay, back here, American Legion Baseball at Patriot Field on the campus of Wheeling Park High School, home of Wheeling Post 1. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Clarington strikes for 2 in the top of the first on 4 hits. And the inning ending out at home plate on the walk that got by Zade Billings, but he recovered and threw to Ernest covering the plate. And they were able to throw out Aiden Leppert at home to avoid that 3rd run, keep the inning extended, but Clarington takes the early lead. So Wheeling Post 1, with that vaunted offensive attack, will play from behind. That's nothing new to them, as they've done that quite a bit over the season with this powerful lineup. Upton, Cover, Murray, followed by Billings, Davis, and Anderson. Dijon moved down to 7th in the order. Clark and Billick in that lineup. Chris Upton having a heck of a season. 2 hits in the first game. The left-hander going to face Nolan Little. Little's first pitch. And that's going to be a bunt, and that is going to be a base hit.
Beauty.
Doesn't even throw it. Chris Upton just continues to be a thorn in the opposing team's side as he finds ways to get on base, and probably going to see, I would imagine, as they always do, a fake bunt and steal here. Test this catcher's arm right out of the gate. Nolan Little on the mound. He returns to high school this coming season. A lot of potential, and as I called it, Cover shows bunt.
Actually, good job there to step off the mound.
See how
showing early, see what.
This is not Cover. I will tell you, he is not bunting. And there goes Upton, and the pitch is in for a strike. The throw down, not even close. Upton didn't even need to slide, but they do that quite a bit. I've seen that several dozen times done this year by Post 1.
Pretty successful. Even honestly, Cover probably doesn't even need to square to bunt there.
Probably if I was scouting them, I would probably see him square. I would probably throw a pitch out, throw over a couple times and throw a pitch out, because they're definitely running on that. Cover now behind the count, no balls, 1 strike. Little steps back. Upton already in scoring position. Didn't take Post 1 long to get in scoring position. 2 pitches. That's exactly
pitches.
right. Bunt and a steal, and they're in scoring position. 2 pitches into the game. So Little delivers the 0-1. Cover drives it foul to the right side. He falls behind 0-2 in the count. Cover, just a smart, heady player, trying to hit behind the runner, trying to get him over. If not being able to punch one through, he at least wants to get him over to third. See what Little throws here. Imagine something off speed. Little looks in, the pitch, and the curveball, and Cover got the job done as he grounds to second. Cover with a nice piece of hitting right there.
It's so good, and a lot of people probably don't even, you think it's just a regular ground out, but that's so good, even on an 0-2 pitch, just to shorten up and poke it to the right side, get the runner over to third with 1 out. It's so good.
Fundamental baseball. Get him over, get him on, get him over, get him in. That's 2 pitches. He gets the second. 4 pitches. He's on third in scoring position for Jackson Murray. Infield, middle infield conceding a run. Corners up on the grass, so to speak, the green area of the field. I would imagine Upton would have to see it get past the corners. Little ahead 0-1. The pitch to Murray. And that's a ground ball to second base, and that's going to kick off of his glove and into center field. So that's going to be an error on the second baseman, Graydon Taylor. That'll push Upton across. That'll be an RBI for Murray as Upton was running, as Taylor was deep in the infield. So, as I said before, you just can't make those kind of costly errors.
Well, good things happen when you put the ball in play.
And hit it hard.
You see it there. He hit it hard. That's right.
And
that wasn't thrown away.
Move. Didn't go far enough down into right field, so Murray will have to stay at first after that ground ball was not fielded by Clarington. So he's at first base with the tying run and 1 out. The pitch, curveball in the dirt. Murray takes off for second, and he is going to be thrown out.
Wow.
At second. Nice recovery back there by the catcher, Nuchifora Corrado. Nice job back there. Ball in the dirt, landed right in front of him. Murray jumped on the pitch, trying to steal second, but Nuchifaro's throw down. Beauty.
It doesn't. It hasn't happened much to Jackson Murray, that's for sure. Was that like the aggressiveness, though? I mean, it's a good play, but even a better play by the catcher, Nuchifaro. That's got to be up there on our name team for sure.
Yeah, like
our all-name
like
team.
Nuchifaro Corrado.
Corrado.
And Little's pitch to Zade Billings. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Corrado Nuchifaro.
Billings trying to get something started for post 1. They punched a run across. An error, but thrown out stealing. So 2 down. Curveball bounces in front of the plate from Little. Make sure if you're listening out there or watching this, check in on the chat room and tell us where you're watching from. Let us know about any of your favorite players here, if it's from Clarington or Wheeling Post 1. The full count pitch to Billings. He swings and misses, and that'll end the bottom of the first. Post 1 cuts the lead in half as they punch 1 run across on a hit. There was 1 Clarington error, and nobody left. Your new score through 1 complete. It's Clarington Elite 2, Wheeling Post 1, 1.
Wheeling's favorite neighborhood hangout is still the place to be. Wakeham's Bar is under new ownership, but it's still the same great spot locals have loved for years. Famous for their world-renowned hot dogs and cold craft brews, Wakeham's is the perfect place to unwind, catch the game, or kick back to live music with friends. Come see what's new right in the heart of Wheeling at 2181 National Road. Same soul, new energy, only at Wakeham's Bar.
Looking for a place to grow your career? Mail America is expanding, and we want you on our team. We're a nationally trusted name in direct mail marketing, serving over 8,000 customers coast to coast. If you're hardworking, dependable, and ready to join a company on the rise, we want to hear from you. Send your resume today to MikeW@MailAmerica.com and take the first step toward a rewarding future with Mail America. Mail America, trusted, growing, hiring.
And we're back here at Patriot Field on the campus of Wheeling Park High School, headed to the top of the second. Clarington Elite from Ontario, Canada, leading 2-1 over Post 1. We're ready to go here. First pitch.
Showed bunt there, trying to bunt for a hit.
To Reed Levine. Levine playing left field. As a twin brother, Ty Levine.
Like that flow. Reed Levine.
Reed Levine and Ty, twins. First pitch, try to bunt single, but fouled it off. Second pitch is in there for a strike. Our home plate umpire, as I said, from Charleston, young guy, R.J. Wyford. Good umpire.
Yeah, he looks like the real deal.
Yeah, Levine, 0-2 pitch, fouled back. No balls, 2 strikes early on here. Playing Clarington Elite from Ontario, Canada. And the pitch grounded down to third base. Henry Anderson. Nice throw over. 1 out. Here in the top of the second. That'll bring up the catcher, Nucifora Corrado. Jared's going to add that name to the.
Now is that? But he's got Nutriforo on his back. So is it?
It's the other way around.
So I believe it's Corrado Nutriforo.
You're right. It
Yes.
is. Corrado Nucifora.
Nutrifora, yes, A.
The guy's name is Soprano.
Corrado. I don't know. Myers, he wants to know if that guy was in Sopranos. I don't think it was this
Can't say
Corrado.
I know that.
Corrado Nucifora. I like that name.
Yeah, that's
Rolls.
all. That's our Pine Room all name team for sure.
2 balls, no strikes on Nucifora. Like those tough names. The pitch from Ernest. Upstairs, 3 balls, no strikes. Early on here, top of the second, 2-1, Clarington Elite. Beast of the East, game number 2 for both of these teams. The pitch from Ernest. That'll catch the outside corner. Nucifora didn't like that call. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, so you got to be careful doing that as a catcher.
Yeah,
You're back here with
next close one.
the umpires.
That one's Ernest, 3-1 pitch right down the middle.
Definitely there on that one.
Full count. I don't think Nucifora is going to get any calls here. The pitch from Ernest. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Ernest comes back. And it's a Form Energy strikeout for Brady Ernest.
Got to say, I'm enjoying my Form Energy right now. Like I said, I wish it was a little bit colder. It's pretty warm up here, but it's pretty darn good.
Fell behind 3-0 on Nucifora and came back and struck him out. So big out there for Ernest. Back to the top, Alex Strapko. Strapko with a double into the left center alley. His first time up. Brady's 1-0 pitch. 2 balls, no strikes. 2-1. Clarington Elite leading. And a ground ball here to Murray. 3 hopper. The throw over, right on the money, and that'll be 1-2-3. Here in the top of the second, we head to the bottom of the second. It's Clarington Elite 2, Wheeling Post 1-1.
Restoration, and we're gonna save you. We've got it down to a science, an absolute state of art. We do it all, restoration, cleaning, and reconstruction. When disaster strikes, just pick up the phone. We're panhandle cleaning and restoration, and we're gonna save you.
Craving the great outdoors without giving up the comforts of home? Come camp with style at Glamp Life, your luxury retreat just south of Salt Fork State Park. Explore scenic trails, relax on a sandy beach, or fish in a private lake stocked with bass, bluegill, and more. Stay in lakeside A-frames, forest cabins, a retro Airstream, or roll in with your RV. With full hookups and a dump station ready. Just minutes from Cambridge and a quick drive from Columbus, Pittsburgh, or Cleveland. Glamp Life is your next unforgettable escape. Book today at glamplife.com.
All right, back here at Patriot Field on campus of Wheeling Park High School, home of Wheeling Post 1. Here in game number 2 for each of these teams. Clarington Elite out of Ontario, Canada. They lost their opener today to Moundsville Post 3, 3-1. Wheeling Post 1 won their first game over the West Virginia Elite team from Upshur County by a score of 13-1. So, Form Energy. Jared has it out here on the camera.
Beautiful looking cans.
Moxie.
They matched our our
US.
first team, our U.S. Elite uniforms, but very fitting for the Independence Day weekend. Really good drink. Appreciate them and Muxie for sponsoring the stream. So yeah, there's a look at the cans.
Thanks to Jeff
and us.
Jeff Polina.
Good to see you.
Appreciate it. Don't forget, jump in that chat room. Tell us where you're watching from. Tell us about your favorite player. Had some good information in our first game we did.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're in here in the chat, let us know where you're watching from, how you're doing, and happy 4th of July. Well, 3rd, I guess. 4th tomorrow.
4th of July weekend.
Yeah, Independence Day weekend, that's for sure.
All right, bottom of the second, leading off for Post 1 will be Reese Davis playing right field this game. First pitch from Little, curveball drops in there for strike 1. 2-1, Clarington Elite leading bottom of the second. Beautiful day here on top of the hill at Wheeling Park High School. Clarington in those all-white Orioles-looking uniform. Pitch from Little stays way upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Reese Davis leading off, playing right field here in game 2. The pitch from Little. That's going to stay upstairs on a fastball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Davis represents that tying run as Post 1 trails 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch from Little. That's going to bounce in front of the plate. So quickly, Reese Davis ahead in the count, 3-1. Probably going to see fastball here. Davis plays high school baseball. Tyler Consolidated. Little gets his sign. The delivery. That curveball is going to drop in there for strike 2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes on Davis.
Nolan Little. That's a good baseball name. No, especially as a pitcher.
Yes. Full count. Leadoff batter in the second. And the pitch, and that's driven into left center field, and the center fielder making a diving attempt, but that's going to get by. Davis on his way to second. He may be headed to third. No, he's going to pull up at second with the leadoff double. Good smart play there not to make that first out at third base. So Reese Davis continues his hot hitting as he had a big 3-run homer this past Tuesday in Morgantown. So he leads off the bottom of the second with a ringing double in the left center field as Alex Strapko made a great effort.
He did. I thought for a second he had a shot at that.
He made up a lot of ground there. Really made a heck of an effort.
Yeah, and that ball wasn't hit as hard as I thought it was. Kind of died out there in left center. Still made it all the way to the wall with this turf.
So the first pitch from Little gets by Nucifara. And then he'll let Reese Davis move up 90 feet. See how Clarington plays their defense here. It looks like they're going to stay back and concede the run as all 4 infielders are. Corners are even back now. Now the corners move up even. First baseman Innes, third baseman Sursta. Now even with the bag. Middle infielders deep. The pitch from Little. And that ball is flown.
Nobody sees it.
Nobody sees it. Left fielder has no idea where it is. But center fielder, nice play. Very nice play by Strapko there because absolutely Reed Levine had no idea where that ball was. And Strapko making a very nice play to come over there and corral that ball. No chance of throwing Davis out at home, but luckily it didn't fall and get a rally going again for Post 1.
Yeah, and I would have liked to see it if he would have seen that the left fielder maybe would have had a shot because he would have been coming in and had a little bit better an angle for a throw because the center fielder had to go a long way over into left center to make that catch, so his momentum was taking him that way, and again was no shot as that one's
ripped to right, but right at the right fielder out there. Aiden Leppert. So Dijon lines out to right field for out number 2. And that'll bring up the designated hitter here in game 2, Ethan Clark. Clark at West Virginia Wesleyan. Going to be a sophomore there. Much improved Wesleyan program. Little with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. We're now tied at 2 as Post 1 has scored a run in each of the first 2 innings. Clarington punched 2 across in the top of the first. So 2-2, bottom of the second, 2 outs, nobody on. Pitch from Little catches the outside corner on Clark. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 from Little. Fouled off to the left side. Dustin Henry with a nice play down there in front of the shed.
I'll go back to that play by the center fielder Strapko.
Right.
Really, really nice play because as a left fielder, and I mean, any is a player that when the ball goes up and you lose it, man, that's a bad feeling. And thankfully, he was there to pick his teammate up as again another ball popped up.
Pitch, very good pitch. Another trouble in his sun, and that's going to fall. Guys are really having problems out here with the sun.
Yeah, the good timing there. As I said that, he's going to go grab some sunglasses. It looks like I'm trying to see where the sun is. That
Nate in it must be right up.
it is straight. It's straight in the sky. So again,
Nate Ennis had no idea where that ball was either. So
I think you probably got to give that a single, right?
Yeah, it's definitely a lost ball single. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when you lose it like that, it's not like you misplayed it.
Yeah, I mean, because I don't think, I mean, you can't even, consider that an error.
Oh, yeah, lose it in the sun.
That'll bring up the center fielder, number 8, Braxton Billick.
We're having a little disagreement up here in the press
whether or not
boxes.
that's an error or a single. Tough call. Official score says error.
We're gonna give that a hit. I don't like giving hits like that, but I think when you lose it in the sun, there's not much you can do about it.
You can't beat the sun.
Well, he's got him now. He just got him. Should have had him on. Probably should give him an error for not having those on.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, if you don't have the sunglasses on, that one's in for a
Myers, he's
strike.
adamant about calling
From
that
Little.
an error. No balls, 2 strikes on the number 9 hitter, Braxton Billy. Great number 9 hitter. This Wheeling Central product. Was on that state championship team, hoping to repeat as Post 1 state champs. Little ahead in the count, 0-2. The pitch to Billick. That curveball is laced to center field base hit. Little hung a curveball. That was not a very good pitch from Little.
But
as
a
Billick.
great piece of hitting from Braxton Billick, though. We saw that in Game 1. He took a fastball on the outer edge and ripped it into right field. And that one, again, took a curveball, sat back on it, poked it right back up the middle, and Braxton Billick, he might be my favorite player to watch. Really like watching him play. Real scrappy, hard-nosed kind of player.
So Post 1 threatening after that ball was lost in the sun and dropped for Ethan Clark. And back to the top of the order, Chris Upton. He had a bunt single in the bottom of the first inning. Came around to score. Stole second, moved over to third on Cover's ground out, and scored on Murray's ground ball to second. Little with runners on first and second. The pitch. Upton looks to bunt again. Pitch is down low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners at first and second for Post 1 here in the bottom of the second. We're tied at 2. Post 1 threatening again.
Looks like that might have got a piece of Nutrifaro. Looked like he was shaking off his foot or his ankle. There, looks like he's all right, though. He's a
Little
catcher.
comes set. The pitch. Upton fouls it off to the left side. Post 1 trying to gain their first lead of the game. They keep just pounding away at you. Just keep coming. They keep coming. They don't let up. Upton.
I'm going to say right now, shortstop's going to try to pick off to second base. They're going to throw it into center field.
1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch to Upton. He's going to lay down an
just
absolute
put it in your pocket.
perfect bunt
Unbelievable.
again. What a weapon from Chris Upton. Second time, a beautiful bunt single.
Down at third baseline, too. Well, almost the same exact spot he bunted it the first time, just right down that third base line, and nothing the third baseman.
Nothing he can do. Just nothing. You don't want a chance throwing that in the right field.
Yeah, Sursta had no chance. But actually a smart play to just put it in your pocket, eat it.
So, bases juiced here for Post 1, and Cover, the batter. The pitch to Cover, and that's going to. Oh, nice play by Sursta. He's got the long throw, but he's not going to be able to throw him out. He couldn't get the third because he was playing deep, and he couldn't get up to make the throw, but it definitely saved a run for the time being as Cover drove that ball down third base. Sursta with a nice play to field it and save a run, but one run does cross as Ethan Clark crosses, and now Post 1 takes a 3-2 lead.
Yeah,
bases juice for you-know-who.
Jackson Murray, and I think if somebody maybe like Ethan Clark was on second, Sursta might have had a chance to get up and go to third there, but since it was Braxton Billick, he's just too quick to get there. Had to go to first, and then by that point,
ball
that
gets
one
by
gets away. Billick going to stay put.
Oh, we got trouble here. Cover's hung up between first and second. Now here we go.
Billick
I don't know why. Look at this. Now they're not going to get anybody out, and they're going to throw that over to third and not going to get him. For some reason, I think that Nate Innes thought if he stepped on the bag that Cover was out, and he didn't actually think about a rundown or Billy coming from third. So Billy crosses home. He scores. Everybody else moves up 90 feet. I saw Innes stepped on the bag like
he was kind of
just thought Cover would have been out.
Yeah,
if
instead of coming to get that, kind of recap, if you're just listening, that it was a pass ball. Billick was on third. He stayed put, but both Cover and Upton took off for second and third. So that then Cover was hung up between first and second. The catcher threw down to first, and then by the time he threw to first, Billick was already across the plate, and then Upton took off for third, and then by the time he threw to third, Upton was there. So everybody's safe, and now Jackson Murray's up with second and third.
Tough one to defend there, no matter what you do. I mean, you're going to – oh, and Jackson Murray may have just put one in the forest. Nope, off the wall. And Jackson Murray, he has hit the red monster for about the 13th time this year, and he drives in 2 more runs as he short hops the monster out in center field, drives in 2 more, and he continues his absolute torrid hitting through 20-plus games. I've never seen a player continue to hit like Jackson Murray.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm talking even in BP, you don't see guys just continue to stroke the ball like he has, and he just continues to just tear the cover off the ball. So suddenly, after being down 2-0, Post 1 with 5 runs here in this inning and 1 in the first. Now lead Clarington 6-2, and they're not done yet. It's Zaid Billings, the 9th batter in the inning, to bat for Post 1. Little comes home. Oh, and he's going to hit Billings in the shoulder. Now, I'm sure that was not intentional.
Yeah, umpire going to stop Billings there. I don't really get that. Billings wasn't saying anything or anything. That almost is causing. Wait, Billings is going to stay in the box. Oh, balk. Oh, okay. That's what I was a little confused there on why he was saying, like almost like he was going to charge the mound, but he was telling him to stay here because there was a balk called. So Billings hit with a pitch for no reason.
Oh boy. Billings
I would have
fouls
loved to see him hit a home run right there.
Man.
That would have been great.
That's tough when you take a pitch in the shoulder.
Yeah, right in the back, and got to stay put. Don't even take your base, man.
So Murray moves over to third with 2 outs. Billings still the batter. No balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's why I was so confused there. It almost looked like he was like telling Billings to stop as he lines down the left field line.
Curveball into the left field corner. That's going to be played out there by the left fielder, Reed Levine. And Billings drives in. So instead of getting hit with a pitch, Billings says, you know what? I'll just deliver an RBI single to left field and drive in Post 1's 7th run. So suddenly,
that'll make that shoulder feel better. That's for sure.
Suddenly, Post 1 has broken this game open a little bit as they have pushed 6 across here in the bottom of the 2nd. And not done yet. Reese Davis doubled his first time up into the left center alley. The pitch from Little. That ball's flown out towards right center field.
It's trouble.
Right fielder and the center fielder covers a lot of ground out there. And he is going to make the final out catch here in the second. But Post 1 pushes 6 runs across on 6 hits. There was an error on Clarington. They leave 1. Your new score after 2 complete here at Patriot Field. It's Wheeling Post 1 6. Clarington Elite 2.
Need to unplug, recharge, and reconnect with what matters? Then it's time to experience Glamp Life, a luxury outdoor retreat just south of Salt Fork State Park. Nestled in the rolling hills of Ohio, Glamp Life is where modern comfort meets natural beauty. Stay in a handcrafted A-frame cabin overlooking a private lake, cozy up in a vintage Airstream, or bring your own RV. We've got full hookups and a dump station ready for you. Only 15 minutes from Cambridge and just a short drive from Columbus, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, and West Virginia. Your escape is closer than you think. Spend your days hiking scenic trails, lounging on a sandy beach, or casting a line in peaceful catch-and-release waters filled with bass, catfish, bluegill, and more. Whether you're planning a team-building retreat, a family adventure, or a quiet weekend away, Glamp Life helps you experience the outdoors without sacrificing comfort. Book your getaway now at glamplife.com, where nature meets luxury and peace of mind is just a click away.
Okay, folks, we're back here. American Legion Baseball on the Watchdog. Always happy to bring the radio broadcast and the live stream of American Legion Baseball. These guys deserve some time on the radio and on the live stream. They deserve a little recognition, and we're so glad to be part of this very good defending state championship Post 1 team. Now opened up a 7-2 lead after trailing 2-0. It's the same song and dance with Wheeling Post 1. They give up a couple runs early, and then suddenly, before you know it, you look up and they're up 5 runs. So we go to the top of the third. Nate Innes leads off for Clarington, and it's a pop-up to Jackson Murray at shortstop for the first out for Brady Ernest. Ernest had a nice 1-2-3 inning in the second. Now he retires Nate Innes here in the top of the third with a soft fly ball to Murray. Big Mateo Sursta made a really nice play in the bottom of the second inning. Couldn't throw anybody out, but saved a run at the time. Pitch from Ernest. That's up and away. 2 balls, no strikes. Sursta had that blooper to left field his first time up for a base hit.
Heard some oohs and ahs there.
It just scares me. These guys outside the dugout.
Almost hit the on deck guy, I think.
It's the dangerous situation when guys are sitting outside the dugout.
Most of them back into the dugout now, as we had a near miss in game 1.
Ernest, 2 ball, 1 strike pitch to Mateo Sursta. Sursta, a large guy.
Yeah, he is a big boy.
6'5", 230.
They also have some high numbers on this team. 52, 81, 72, 34, 99, 50.
Headed to Husson University in Maine. I don't know if that's a D3 school or what that is. If anybody in the chat room knows
let
what
us know. Husson.
kind of school that is, let us know. And Sursta with a high fly ball. Shallow center field. Murray will get out there and take care of it for out number 2. Both out so far in this inning. Taken care of by the shortstop, Jackson Murray. That'll bring up the right fielder, Aiden Leppert. Aiden singled an RBI single in the 2-run first inning for Clarington.
Husson University is a member of the NCAA Division III.
Husson University.
It is in, I just had it where it was at. Bangor, Maine.
Bangor, I've heard of that.
Bangor, Maine. You have?
I've heard of Bangor. I haven't heard of Husson, but Bangor, Maine.
I tell you what, I just looked at the map. Really cool. Their college, it's called College Circle, and it looks like the whole university is like inside a big circle of like a
road?
road. Yeah, it looks really cool.
Cool. Well, good luck to Mateo, and as he heads to Hudson University.
About looks like South Central Maine, kind of near the water. Probably
like
pretty beautiful
looks
there.
like
I'm
he plays
sure.
football too.
Yeah.
He's a horse. Aiden Leopard, even in account, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Top of the third, 7-2. Post 1 leading. Ernest rocks. He deals. Curveball in the dirt. Nice stop in there by Zaid Billings. Zaid, the versatile player for Post 1. And the pitch from Ernest. And it's going to be a 2-hopper right to the shore-handed Seth Cover. 1, 2, 3. Goes Clarington Elite Orioles. 2.5 in the books. Post 1-7. Clarington Elite 2.
At TechnoCap, we're not just making closures, we're shaping the future of sustainable packaging. From beverage and beauty to pharmaceuticals and household goods, our metal closures are trusted by leading brands around the world. With a global reach and a local presence right here in Glendale, West Virginia, TechnoCap combines innovation, precision, and environmental responsibility. Discover the power of performance-driven packaging. Visit technocapclosures.com, where great products begin at the top.
If your business needs an ATM, call the ATM man, Stan Stasinski, a former Post 1 player and proud supporter of Wheeling American Legion Post 1 baseball. Need it fast? The ATM man offers same-day ATM placement. Are your credit card processing fees too high? Call the ATM man today at 304-215-3165. Locally owned but local service. Whether you need credit card processing or ATM placement, call the ATM man at 304-215-3165. That's 304-215-3165.
Looking for a smarter way to manage your business finances? James Taylor, CPA in Wheeling, West Virginia, is your go-to pro for hassle-free bookkeeping, payroll, tax prep, and more. Powered by secure cloud-based software. Accessible, efficient, personalized. With 15-plus years of experience, James brings peace of mind to your numbers so you can focus on what matters most, growing your business. Call 304-905-8372 or visit jamestaylorcpa.com. Accounting made simple, the way it should be.
All right, folks, back here at Patriot Field on the campus of Wheeling Park High School, ready for the bottom of the third. Once again, we wouldn't be able to bring these games to you without our wonderful sponsors. Jarrett's going to talk a little bit about them here in a moment. You can hear the commercials running for those folks that support us, and we hopefully are bringing you a great product here on the live stream and on the radio. So continue to listen as we got about 3 more weeks of Legion baseball left. Another regular season and another regular season week, and then the area tournament and the state tournament. Henry Anderson leads off. And the catcher, oh, nice play out there by Corrado Nucifora. Nice play on a tough pop-up behind the plate with the wind blowing out towards right field. Nucifora with a nice play to retire Henry Anderson.
Those are tough.
Tough ball right there.
Those are tough plays for catchers. He did a good job.
Especially with the wind blowing away from him.
Yeah, and you could tell it definitely was blowing it back towards the field just with the spin. Took a step back and lunged for it. Nice play there for our all-name team, Nucifora.
It's a tough one to work on, too. It's a tough one to practice. You can't really practice unless you're doing it in a live situation because you can't.
I always loved it. You used to get the machine out, spin the machine up real high, and
those are
get them to spin back.
Those are even tough. Get them shoot straight up. They're hard. They're hard to work on those. So Nolan Little back in his 3rd inning of work, pitches to Rocco, and he flies out to center field. So 2 quick outs here for Little in the top of the 3rd inning. Post 1 leading 7-2. Anderson popped up to the catcher. Nice play by Corrado Nucifora. And then Rocco flies out to center field. That'll bring up Ethan Clark. He singled his first time up. Little trying to get back in the dugout quickly. His first pitch to Clark. Bounces that one up there. Hits off a Nuchafar and rolls behind R.J. Wyford, our home plate umpire from Charleston, West Virginia. Comes up to do the Beast of the East. Ron Runnels, his mate out on a basis from Huntington. Pitch number 2 to Ethan Clark. Stays outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Little rocks, he deals. Curveball hangs upstairs. 3 balls, no strikes. Tell you what, I've seen this a lot this year, and I've talked to people about it. Pitchers get the first 2 outs, and then they turn around and walk the next guy. I struggle with that one. And then 4-pitch walk. I mean, he gets the first 2 batters easily on a pop up to the catcher and a fly ball to center field, and then he walks the next guy on 4 pitches.
It's amazing.
It's
amazing how they operate these pitchers.
I've seen it. Post One's done it.
Oh, it's every pitcher.
Post One's done it several times. Just get two quick outs and then a 4-pitch walk, and now instead of getting in here quickly, you got to. Now he works from the stretch, stays out there, runner going. The pitch is in there for a strike. The throw down is.
Ooh, I think he got him.
Wow. Ooh. Whoa.
Missed the tag, I guess. I think he got around him. Shortstop saying that he tagged him.
I don't think there was any question that shortstop tagged him the way
I thought he got him too, and he's trying to. Shortstop staying put. He's like he's out. I don't even want to get up. That's Eric Jarvinpaw.
Nice throw from Nuchafara down there. I'm shocked at. I'm be interested to hear this explanation from Ron Runnels.
Yeah, umpire. They're gonna have a word here. Looks like he's saying that he missed him by about a foot. It looked like maybe. They're having a little bit of a discussion. That'll give us a little bit of time. I'll just tell you about TNY Payroll Pros, your hometown resource for expert tax, accounting, and financial services. Whether you're a business owner looking for smart bookkeeping solutions or just need help navigating your personal taxes, James Taylor and his team have the experience and dedication to get the job done right. Conveniently located in the Ohio Valley and trusted by clients for over 30 years. Visit JamesTaylorCPA.com to learn more.
The reason I thought he tagged him is you could see his arm. You could see his arm get sort of pulled towards Ethan Clark. Like Clark slid right. It looked like Clark slid right into the tag, and clearly in front of the base. So I don't know what the call was.
He had a better angle than we did.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He might have seen exactly what happened, and we didn't. So anyway, back to the action. 1 ball, 1 strike on the number 9 hitter, Braxton Billick. He singled his first time up. The pitch from Little. Swing and a miss on an outside pitch. It gets by Nuchafar and rolls to the backstop, and that'll let Ethan Clark now move over to third base. So 90 feet away stands Ethan Clark with 2 outs. Billick trying to deliver a 2-out base knock here. Get that 8th run in for post 1. Little trying to get out of this without any more damage. Little steps off. Ethan Clark down at third. Wind is just slight. It's American flag standing still. And Billick drives it up the middle for a 2-out RBI single. And post 1 punches another run across, 8-2.
Man, again, that's so good from Braxton Billick. 2 strike, just
how about
shorten up just a little tiny.
How about that for a number 9 hitter?
It's so good.
It's nice. Like back-to-back leadoff hitters.
Punch back right up the middle. Great job from Braxton Billick. His second hit of the day.
Chris Upton, 2 for 2, 2 bunt singles. See if that third baseman has learned his lesson about Upton. The pitch.
He's going to do it again.
He's going to try it again.
I mean, if I'm that third baseman,
I am
Mateo Sursta, I am wet. Excuse me, that's not Mateo. Mateo is not at third anymore. Looks like they have a change.
That down there, that's number 7, Aiden Leppert.
Aiden Leppert, he moved in from right field.
From right field. I don't know where Sursta may be out of the game.
Yeah, he may have hurt himself on that dive earlier.
The thing about these games, and I've learned this recently, they don't give they don't exchange changes.
No, okay, wait. Sursta's down at first base.
Sursta's at first base.
And Innis.
Not
sure. As Billick takes off,
we'll see
not
how they
sure
run
what
this
he
rundown.
saw.
Billick to an early break, and they're going to have him in a rundown. This could be trouble, though, for – they
my
threw it
goodness.
away, but now Billick's going to easily get back to first base.
So Billick took off. Pitcher Little stepped off.
Good job by Little.
Job. Yeah, did a good job to step off and dump it to second. But then again, Braxton Billick stayed hung up enough. And then Sursta, the new first baseman, moved over from third through to second. Missed the second baseman, was backed up by the shortstop. He picked it by the time he went to throw it to first. Billick was back at first with his speed. So after all that, Billick stays at first.
Yeah.
Now back to what I was saying. If I'm the third baseman, Leopard, I am way up on that grass right now.
Upton kicks back. He's going to drive the ball to left field, hooking away from the left fielder, but he is going to run that down out there in left field. So no more damage for Little in that inning. There was a hit. Post 1 leaves a runner. They push another run across. Your new score after 3 complete. It's Post 1-8. Clarington Elite 2.
For over 140 years, Belmont Savings Bank has been more than just a bank. We've been your neighbor, your supporter, and ingrained in your community. Cheering at Little League games to supporting our local schools and businesses, we've been here, growing together. And it's all because of you. Your trust, your dreams, your everyday moments help keep Belmont Savings Bank moving forward. So let's keep writing this story together. And when it's time to start your next chapter, Belmont Savings Bank will be here to lend a hand. Belmont Savings Bank. How may we help you today?
Looking for a hometown insurance agency you can trust? Since 1999, Bernie Glenn Insurance and Financial Services has been protecting families and businesses in the northern panhandle of West Virginia and eastern Ohio. We're independent, giving you choice from top-rated national and regional carriers. And guided by a concierge-level experience, our energetic, honest, and determined team puts customers first every time. For home and auto to life and business insurance, we build relationships that matter. Need to pay a bill or access your policy online? It's easy with us. Protect your future with the agency you'd recommend to a friend. Call Bernie Glenn Insurance and Financial Services today at 304-277-3239 or visit BernieGlennInsurance.com. Bernie Glenn Insurance, building relationships, protecting futures.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. Headed to the top of the 4th. Post 1 has extended their lead now to 8-2, giving Brady Ernest a nice, comfortable lead. Eric Jarvenpaugh leading off for Clarington. Ernest falls behind 2-0 in the count. Jarvenpaugh singled, RBI single in the first inning, in that 2-run first inning for Clarington. Next pitch stays inside. 3 balls, no strikes. Ernest falls behind.
Another good name, Eric Jarvenpaugh.
Ernest.
Unless it's Yarvenpaugh, maybe.
I wish someone in the chat room would let
Yarvenpaugh,
us
yeah.
know.
If anybody's in here in the chat right now, let us know. Is it Yarvenpaugh or Jarvenpaugh? We'd love to know. I'm going to say Yarvin. I'm going to say
right.
Yarvenpaugh.
All right.
Anyway, he takes a walk.
4-pitch leadoff walk, which I know Coach Henry didn't want to see. That'll bring up Jonathan O'Reilly. He struck out swinging his first time up. And O'Reilly lines a base hit into left field. So Clarington trying to get something going here in the top of the 4th, trailing 8-2.
Job by O'Reilly. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, it used to be my favorite pitch to get. Probably one of the best you're going to see all at-bat. Guy trying to get ahead after a 4-pitch walk, geared up to go.
Graydon Taylor drew a walk his first time up. Runners on first and second for Clarington. Fastball from Ernest right there, strike 1. Clarington trying to cut into this post 1 lead. They got their 2 leadoff guys on base here to start the top of the 4th. First and second. Nobody out. 8-2. Post 1 leads. Top of the 4th. Ernest, the pitch. Fastball fouled right back here at us. So Ernest jumps ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
See if Ernest doesn't go back to that fastball. Try to blow it by Taylor here.
See Ryland
Elevate
Robb.
a little bit.
Ryland Robb headed down
Looks
to the
like he's going to
bullpen.
go fast. Oh, went back to the curveball. Looked like Billings was setting up high and then went back to the curveball.
Curveball low and away. Ryland Robb heading down to the bullpen with Jack Selman. The pitch from Ernest. And
There
a
it
fastball.
was.
That's laced into
Okay.
right center field. That's going to bounce high, and that's going to score a run. And to advance a runner to third, there'll be no throw. So Graydon Taylor.
Okay, Graydon Taylor.
Nice piece of
All
hitting
right.
by the little guy.
Took that high fastball, poked it out to right, and that high bounce.
That allowed Jarvin Paw to score.
Yeah, that went over the head of Reese Davis, and then Billick had to back it up. So good job by Billick to be there to back it up. But, yeah, bounce over the head of Davis, and
O'Reilly hustles into third base, so that puts runners at the corners.
the Orioles.
For Clarington, it'll bring up Reed Levine. He grounded out to third baseman Henry Anderson his first time up. He's going to lay
That's
down
a
a
beauty.
beautiful bunt, but Ernest off the mound. He's going to throw. Oh, he banged him. Ron banged him at first, and that was a close one.
Yeah, he got him. It was a great play by Ernest. Barehanded. He took a peek at home.
He did.
Took a peek at home, but made a nice strong throw to first. I think he got him by half a step.
Good call down there by Ron Runnels. 1 out. Nice bunt. Ernest, the athletic guy, off the mound. What a nice play. Barehanded it. He did. He glanced at home, but did
Yeah.
the smart thing with a 5-run lead, which is now a 4-run lead. 8-4. That'll bring up Corrado Nucifora.
Yeah, and I think Levine was trying to push that past Ernest, but didn't get it hard enough. And I think if he would have, he kind of got caught in between. If it was a little bit softer, probably would have beat it out, as that one swung on a miss by Nucifora. But if he would have softened it a little bit, he's probably safe. And if he would have bunted it a little bit harder, he's probably safe. So, but either way, a good bunt from Reed Levine. I like saying that, Reed Levine. And we also, as that curveball bounces away from Billings, we have confirmation on our man Eric. From Jasper, KJ says Yarvinpaw.
Yarvinpaw.
Yarvinpaw. Okay.
Who was that, KJ?
Jasper, KJ. So thank you, Jasper. Appreciate the input. Yarvinpaw. What a name. I tell you what, these are some good names here on our
Your favorite one's at the bat.
Yes.
Oh,
my
and
man.
Brady Ernest drops that curveball in there for strike 3. The Form Energy strikeout for Brady Ernest. Caught Nucifar looking for the second out. That'll bring up the center fielder, nice center fielder, Alex Strapko. Good leadoff hitter. Doubled in the first, scored a run, and grounded out to short in the second inning. He's made some nice catches out in center field, helping out his corner outfielders. As Reed Levine lost the ball in the sun early on, and Strapko ran a long way to help him out and catch that ball way over in left field. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 8-4, post 1 leading. Clarington trying to chip away here with a runner 90 feet away. 2 outs. Don Tennant has just arrived again. See his new refrigerator. The pitch.
He's right.
To Strapko.
Brought some snacks, it looks like.
Some drinks. The president of the Post 1 Athletic Club has arrived with Gatorades. The pitch from
Thank you, Mr.
Ernest.
Tennant, as always. And we just got a note in from producer Jubb. He says Yarvinpaw's finish means Lake's End or Lake's Head. So,
All right.
Yarvinpaw.
Thank you to Don Tennant for the Gatorades. As Alex Strapko draws a walk. So this is starting to get a little dicey here as Clarington has pushed 2 runs across here in the top of the 4th. 7th batter to bat in the inning, and that's Nate Innes. He struck out and popped up to shortstop. Ernest's first pitch upstairs, ball 1. Jared, I go back to that leadoff walk.
Yep, and here comes Coach Henry. Just as you say that leadoff walk.
I go
and
back
know
to that leadoff walk. It
Yep.
just is a recipe for disaster. And as I said before, I think that's that one Achilles heel I see with Wheeling Post 1. They have excellent defense. They hit a ton, obviously. They have good pitching, but they run into these stretches where pitchers fall behind in the count. They walk leadoff guys. They walk guys after getting a couple of outs. I think if we need to clean that up, and I think we have all the tools to repeat as state champs. It's just got to clean that part of it up because I've seen it happen several times this year.
Well, I think that was obviously what makes great teams as a pitching staff. And when you give away base runners, as that one swung and a miss from Innes, it makes it tough because then you put pressure on the defense. Makes guys work out there. You're out in the field a lot. It's hot out. You're out in the sun a lot longer. As Ernest, that's
stepped off. He stepped back.
I think they called time actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ernest didn't actually step back. I was going to say they might have called a balk there, but time was called. But
wonder who called time. Must have been Innes, the batter. So anyway, runners at the corners for Clarington. They've cut the lead in half to 8-4 with 2 runs here in the top of the 4th.
Hit here, things get a little interesting.
1 ball, 1 strike on Nate Innes. Nate, the left-hander. Curveball stays upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. Innes headed to the University of Maine at Fort Kent.
I'm going to do a little research on that.
University of Maine. Black Bears. Innes pop up, and Cover will easily handle that for out number 3. So Ernest works out with any further damage. The mound visit by Coach Henry obviously works. So Clarington does cut the lead in half, makes it 8-4 as they score 2 runs on a couple of hits. They leave a couple. Your new score after 3.5. It's Wheeling Post 1, 8. Clarington Elite 4.
At TechnoCap, we're not just making closures, we're shaping the future of sustainable packaging. From beverage and beauty to pharmaceuticals and household goods, our metal closures are trusted by leading brands around the world. With a global reach and a local presence right here in Glendale, West Virginia, TechnoCap combines innovation, precision, and environmental responsibility. Discover the power of performance-driven packaging. Visit technocapclosures.com, where great products begin at the top.
Wheeling's favorite neighborhood hangout is still the place to be. Wakeham's Bar is under new ownership, but it's still the same great spot locals have loved for years. Famous for their world-renowned hot dogs and cold craft brews, Wakeham's is the perfect place to unwind, catch the game, or kick back to live music with friends. Come see what's new right in the heart of Wheeling at 2181 National Road. Same soul, new energy, only at Wakeham's Bar.
Looking for a place to grow your career? Mail America is expanding, and we want you on our team. We're a nationally trusted name in direct mail marketing, serving over 8,000 customers coast to coast. If you're hardworking, dependable, and ready to join a company on the rise, we want to hear from you. Send your resume today to Mike W. at mailamerica.com and take the first step toward a rewarding future with Mail America. Mail America. Trusted, growing, hiring.
Okay, folks, back here at the home of Wheeling Post 1. It's Patriot Field on the campus of Wheeling Park High School. Beautiful field. The flag's moving a little bit in left center field. Gorgeous American flag flying with pride in the center of the West Virginia flag and the POW flag. Absolutely gorgeous setting up here on top of the hill. If you've never been up here, you got to get up here and see this field. Softball field just beyond left field, all turf. Campus is absolutely beautiful. The school is just taken all kind of changes since I've retired and Jubb and Jared have graduated. So beautiful school. So love to be part of this and have this as our home field. We have a new pitcher for Clarington Elite. That's going to be Ronan Smith Hansen. Ronan's a high school pitcher back in Ontario. Has a little Oh, that one fouled right back at us, and I think that hit. Cover hit. Oh, boy.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to
man.
have catcher's interference.
Ouch. That hurts bad. Myers, have you had that happen to you? Myers, he never got close enough.
For you. It looks like he's looking at his hand, hopefully not
Corrado
cut.
Nucifora. Man, that one hurts. Cover took a hack. Oh, hit his hands. You talk about pain. Hit you in the back of the knuckles.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to go strap it back up, though. Got the mitt back on, squeezing it. He's all right.
Probably.
He's tough. He's a catcher.
Probably Smith Hansen will throw a couple in here to him, make sure he's okay. I heard that hit something. I wasn't sure what it was.
Nucifora fires it back. He's good. Back to we were talking about the University of Maine at Fort Kent. They are part of the National Collegiate Athletic Association.
So that's probably not the Maine Black Bears, right?
No. Well, I mean, maybe a division
a branch of.
Yeah, a branch of
sort of like
Maine.
Penn State has the branches.
Yeah, Penn State. They have all those. I was looking at the map. This legitimately could not be any more north in Maine. It is right on the border of Maine and Canada. So
wow.
Not far from.
He might be able to walk to school.
Literally, like right. I mean, it is seriously. I don't even know how it's not part of Canada. It is right on the border. So, University of Maine at Fort Kent. We're learning. We're learning a lot
Awesome.
today about some Maine schools.
Now I have to ask Aaron White, our umpire up here, how we score that.
It's an error on the catcher.
E2?
E2, yes.
Okay. Well, didn't take me long to get that answer. I usually know most of the scoring plays and how to score, but that one wasn't sure how to score that.
Yep,
so I just
E2.
got it. That catcher's interference is an E2. So that'll bring up Jackson Murray, behind an account. No balls, one strike. Pitch down low. Thrown down there to Sursta, now playing first base. Scooped out. Corrado Nucifora.
Yeah, again, if you're in the our YouTube stream right now, check in, say where you're watching from.
Had some good information on what that name meant.
Yeah, is that one pass ball from Nucifora? Gets Cover up to second. If you got some fun facts about these players or anything we might not know, let us know. If you're watching from up in Ontario, I haven't been up there yet. I would like to go. I heard Toronto is a very, very nice city.
I heard it might be a hockey town. That's what I heard.
I don't know. The Blue Jays are pretty good. As that one's grounded right to second base.
Nice job by Murray.
Yeah,
nice job
moving
the runner over. Man, you don't get a sacrifice for that. You're taking it bat, but boy, you talk about a good fundamental play. Those are the kind of things that Cover and Murray do right in that 2-3 spot. Both of them done it here today. Sets the table for Billings. Struck out his first time, then RBI singled his second time up. What did you say Yarvin Paw meant, Job? Jarrett? You got that?
Lake's End or Lake's Head.
Lake's End
in
or
Finnish.
What's Lake's Head? What
I
is
think
that?
Was that one bounced back to the pitcher, Ronan Smith.
What's Lake's Head mean?
Maybe where a stream or a river meets a lake, possibly.
Maybe they'll send that in.
Yeah, if you know what the head of a lake is,
Billings
let us
swings
know.
At that 1-0 pitch, fouls it back. 1 ball, 1 strike.
If you're not aware, you can chat in the chat here, just on the right of your screen. If you're watching on your computer or if you're on your phone, click right below. You can see it says chat. The part of the lake that is farthest from its outlet from Jub.
You were totally wrong.
Yeah, I was on the complete opposite end. So,
all right,
more information. You know, it's not just a baseball stream. You're learning geography here. No, that's not geography. Is that geography? Technically,
yeah, I guess it would be. 3 balls, 1 strike on Billings. Cover on second or on third. And here comes Cover on the wild pitch, and he'll easily trot home to get that one of those runs back that Clarington got in the top of the 4th. And Billings heads down to first with the walk. I thought Coach Butler's wife was going to be watching the stream today. He said she probably was watching. So if you're watching, Mrs. Butler, let us know you're watching. Tell us a little about your stellar husband with that heck of a resume. And that ball was driven by Reese Davis, and that is going to get over the right fielder's head and bounce against the wall. Davis will head to second, and Billings will trot into third. So the double for Reese Davis. He continues his hot hitting. 2 doubles on the day. Zade Billings hustles into third. Puts runners at second and third for post 1 here in the bottom of the 4th. Once again, if you just joining us, there are some run limit mercy rules here. That's going to bring up Big Henry Anderson. He's headed to Shepherd University along with Rylan Robb. Coach Koala was here earlier with his son. So these two guys recruited by Coach Koala, former Post 1 player, former Wheeling Park Patriot.
I would say
one of the better shortstops ever to play baseball here at Wheeling Park High School. He was a dandy.
He sure was. Two pretty good shortstops back to back here at Wheeling Park, and Andrew Koalo and Michael Grove.
I've heard of Michael Grove.
Yeah, he was all right.
I think he still might be playing somewhere. Is he playing OVBL?
Well, I think he's probably the only guy still playing from our playing days.
No, Michael Grove on the Los Angeles Dodgers roster. Out currently with a surgery that's sidelined him for the season, doing his rehab in Phoenix, Arizona. We had him, he called into our radio show a couple weeks ago and talked about his recovery and his timeline coming back. He's made several appearances with the Dodgers in big games. He's made some hitters look really bad in games.
Well, and just a small thing, he won a World Series last year.
Yeah.
So going from playing on this field to winning a World Series.
Yeah, we didn't get to see his ring when he came back.
Yeah, it's sad I wasn't here when he came back back in town.
It was always good to see those guys show up. Michael Grove, one of the nicest, most humble kids you'd ever want to meet, playing alongside. He's only playing alongside Shohei, Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, just a few guys that have played a little bit in the major leagues. So back to the game here. Bases loaded for post 1. That ball's going to get by. It's going to be a close play at the plate. Oh, man. And Reed Billig tagged.
Zade tried to.
Or Zade Billings tried to score from third, and Corrado Nucifaro put a tag on him. Didn't mean to. Hit him right in the face. But he had Billings dead to rights at home, so easy out for Nucifaro as that ball bounced off the mat right back to him, and Billings thought he had a shot to get there, but Nucifaro with a great heads-up play.
Yeah, tried to pull a quick little slide under Nucifaro's mitt, but as he put the tag down, hit him right in the face. But it looked like he was all right, maybe.
I think Nucifaro might have said something to him about, I don't think he meant to do that.
Yeah, and I get what Billings is trying to do, but that's kind of a little bit of, not a scary play, but you got to be careful there, taking out Nucifaro's legs.
Well, the thing is, too, you're up 5 and you only 1 out. You got Rocco who just, I'm sorry, it's
it was Rocco.
Yeah, it was Rocco. Flies out to center field to end the bottom of the 4th. Post 1 tacks on a run. On 1 hit, there was an error on Clarington and a couple left for post 1. Your new score after 4 complete. It's post 1 9. Clarington Elite 4.
We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you. We've got it down to a science, an absolute state of art. We do it all, restoration, cleaning, and reconstruction. When disaster strikes, just pick up the phone. We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
Craving the great outdoors without giving up the comforts of home? Come camp with style at Glamp Life, your luxury retreat just south of Salt Fork State Park. Explore scenic trails, relax on a sandy beach, or fish in a private lake stocked with bass, bluegill, and more. Stay in lakeside A-frames, forest cabins, a retro Airstream, or roll in with your RV with full hookups and a dump station ready. Just minutes from Cambridge and a quick drive from Columbus, Pittsburgh, or Cleveland. Glamp Life is your next unforgettable escape. Book today at glamplife.com.
All right, back here at the home of Wheeling Post 1, Patriot Field. Headed to the top of the fifth. Wheeling Post 1 leading 9-4. Coach Don Tennant just showed us a picture of Michael Grove's World Series ring. What do you think that thing's worth?
I don't even want. It's priceless. You can't even put a price on it.
That is unbelievable. It literally opens up into some type of little compartment that has a picture of has a diamond in it. Looks like it might have been a World Series trophy. That is incredible. And a pitch to Sursta, grounded down to first base, and Rocco will easily take care of that. Here in the top of the fifth, Post 1 leading 9-4. Mateo, that big guy, 1 for 3 on a day. That'll bring up Aiden Leppert. Leppert 1 for 2 on the day. Pitch from Ernest, bounces in there. Picked out by Zaid Billings. Beautiful day here at Wheeling Park High School. Pitch from Ernest, down low, 2 balls, no strikes. 9-4. Post 1 leading, trying to make a 2-game sweep of the day. Clarington potentially 0-2 if this lead holds true. Lost to Moundsville Post 3, 3-1 in the game right before this one. Wheeling Post 1 took care of business over U.S. Elite West Virginia, 13-1 in the 10:30 game today. The 3-0 pitch, Leopard with the green light, swinging, fouls it off to the right side.
Man, I don't know about that. Down 5 in the 5th inning, 3-0 green light. That's I have a hard time believing that Coach Butler would put that on.
Don't forget tomorrow, folks, tune into our live stream and radio broadcast tomorrow at 10:30 on the 4th of July as Leopard draws the 1-out walk. That'll bring up Eric Yarvenpa. We've got that name right now. Thank you to the viewers that let us know that.
Yeah, Jasper, I believe, was the one who told us that. So thanks, Jasper.
Appreciate that information. Anything else that we're pronouncing any names wrong, or anything else that you might want to let us know? Would love to hear from you. 1 ball, no strikes on Yarvenpa. The pitch from Ernest. Fastball fouled back off the mask of Zaid Billings, and R.J. Wyford will walk out and give him a moment to clear his thoughts. Once again, tune in tomorrow, and anybody wants to watch a live stream or listen to the radio broadcast, Wheeling Post 1 will take on Moundsville Post 3, who walked away with 2 wins today. That's a 10:30 game. Then, once again, this matchup of these 2 teams at 1 o'clock. Yarvenpa flies it right to Billy. Didn't even have to move for out number 2. Here in the top of the 5th, that'll bring up Jonathan O'Reilly. O'Reilly, versatile player. We got information. He plays every position on the field. So, yeah, I think you're right, Don. I think that may be the reason they have those high numbers, hockey numbers.
Got to imagine probably a lot of these guys do play hockey.
Yeah, so doubleheader for Post 1 tomorrow at 10:30 and 1. Doubleheader for Clarington at 1 and 3:30. Clarington, oh boy, he's going to be picked. Rocco thought he was sliding back in. He turns to tag him, and he took off. And by the time Rocco threw it to Cover at second base,
yeah, that was a tough break there for Rocco, because he did the right thing to get ready to set up that tag and turn the right way. But when he turned around,
Leopard was on his way to second.
Yeah, so tough break there for Rocco, and a good job by Billings to recognize, because I actually had noticed him down there. Leopard was off the bag pretty far, but good play by Leopard also to just take off there, try to swipe second.
Ernest, 2-1 pitch, down and away. 3 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs, top of the 5th, 9-4, post 1 leading. Ernest trying to end this mini threat from Clarington. A swing and miss by O'Reilly, so he runs the count full now. Aiden Leppert on at second base after he walked and stole second.
Say Ernest is going to go back to a fastball here. Fastball up. O'Reilly kind of a little bit of a swing path, kind of goes down.
Yes.
It kind of cuts under the ball. I'm going to say Ernest goes back
Fastball up.
Yeah, fastball up over his hands here. See if Ernest goes back to it. And he does.
He did, but
he tried to.
A little too high in his zone.
I like the idea. Again, O'Reilly kind of that swooping type of swing, and it looks like Coach Henry going to come out. I don't know if we're going to make a switch here, but good time for me to tell you about TechnoCap Closures, a global leader in metal packaging with a proud presence right here in the Ohio Valley. From food and beverage to cosmetics and pharmaceuticals, TechnoCap manufactures high-quality closures and packaging solutions trusted by major brands around the world. With innovation, sustainability, and local jobs at the forefront, TechnoCap is helping shape the future of manufacturing. Learn more at technocapclosures.com, as well as Mail America, who was our starting lineups today. One of the nation's leading direct mail production companies, proudly based right here in the Ohio Valley. For over 35 years, Mail America has delivered fast, affordable, and effective direct mail services for clients across the country. From design to delivery, they handle it all under one roof. When it comes to direct mail that gets results, trust the experts at mailamerica.com. And we'll run down all of our sponsors that make this stream possible. Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, Bernie Glenn Insurance, ATM Man Stan Szynski, Wakeham's Bar, Schmidt Brothers Sunoco, S&D Painting, Glamp Life, T&Y Payroll Pros, Tenant Law Office, Belmont Savings Bank, and, of course, our strikeout sponsor throughout this whole tournament here, Form Energy. I'm having myself one right now. Screamin' Freedom flavor. It's a cherry, lemon, and blueberry flavored with other natural flavors. Actually, a really good drink. Again, I wish it was a little colder. We'll have to throw them in our new fridge up here.
Yeah.
Just got delivered earlier today. But a good drink, a very fitting can. The red, white, and blue, stars and stripe. Form Energy, PHORM Energy. So
Yeah.
thank you
And
to
our
Moxie Distributing.
New
and
refrigerator donated by Mr. Don Tennant, Wheeling Post 1. So nice addition to the press box up here. Myers, he has an air conditioner running
Tell you
for
what,
us.
we're in pretty good hands
Keeping
up here.
it pretty nice. Final numbers on Brady Ernest. He goes 4 2/3, 4 strikeouts, 5 walks. Gives up 4 runs, 4 earned runs. So his day is over, in line to get the win. Can't take the loss. Donovan Jones now taking the mound. Jones' first pitch. Fastball in there for a strike. Like to see Donovan Jones have a nice outing here. He's struggled a couple of times out this year. Like to see him get back to his form. He comes set. Runners on first and second. 9-4, post 1 leading. Jones' curveball drops in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. So Jones quickly out in front of Graydon Taylor.
Yeah, and
second
even-
baseman Taylor with a big single his last time up, RBI single.
Even though Jones is up 0-2 here, you got to kind of pound the zone because he's had some control issues. I think go right at Taylor here and again misses up with a fastball. Donovan Jones, as we've seen, had some control issues. Like I said, some walks, some hit by pitches. So if I'm Jones, I'm going right at Taylor right now. Challenge him with a fastball here.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners lead off first and second.
Or go back to the
and
curveball.
Donovan
That
Jones
works.
comes in and gets a strikeout. Good for him. So that the partial rally quelled right there by Donovan Jones as he comes in, gets a big strikeout. And that'll end the top of the 5th. And your score headed to the bottom of the 5th. It's Wheeling Post 1-9. Clarington Elite 4.
Looking for a place to grow your career? Mail America is expanding, and we want you on our team. We're a nationally trusted name in direct mail marketing, serving over 8,000 customers coast to coast. If you're hardworking, dependable, and ready to join a company on the rise, we want to hear from you. Send your resume today to MikeW@MailAmerica.com and take the first step toward a rewarding future with Mail America. Mail America. Trusted, growing, hiring.
We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you. We've got it down to a science, an absolute state of art. We do it all, restoration, cleaning, and reconstruction. When disaster strikes, just pick up the phone. We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you.
Craving the great outdoors without giving up the comforts of home? Come camp with style at Glamp Life, your luxury retreat just south of Salt Fork State Park. Explore scenic trails, relax on a sandy beach, or fish in a private lake stocked with bass, bluegill, and more. Stay in lakeside A-frames, forest cabins, a retro Airstream, or roll in with your RV. With full hookups and a dump station ready. Just minutes from Cambridge and a quick drive from Columbus, Pittsburgh, or Cleveland. Glamp Life is your next unforgettable escape. Book today at glamplife.com.
All right, back here. American Legion Baseball on the Watchdog. Proud to be bringing you these broadcasts and live streams. Been bringing them to you all year, and we'll continue throughout up until the state tournament. I believe Metro News will be covering that, so we're sort of knocked out of that, but we will be carrying.
Where is the state tournament this year?
In Morgantown.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Be carrying
That's what I thought. I wanted to
all the
make
way
sure.
up until the state tournament at Milan Park. The area tournament will be held here at Wheeling Park. Still trying to figure out the scheduling for that. So we move to the bottom of the fifth inning. Smith Hansen on the mound for Clarington. Lead post one leading 9-4. Bottom of the fifth.
I'd like to see Ethan Clark get into one. I saw him earlier this year absolutely crush one out the right field.
Ground ball, two-hopper to third base. And he throws it a mile over the first baseman's head.
That just went over the fence, actually.
Yeah, that one was the minute it left his hand, it had problems written all over it. Hit the roof.
Whoa.
Of the.
Yeah, I think it actually hit a tent over there. So a little bit high there from our third baseman.
I think that's Aiden Leppert down there now playing third. Leopard, it's one of those ones when you let it go and you go, oh, you know what the word is.
I've been there before. I have definitely been there.
So Ethan Clark leads off with a ground ball to third. It's thrown away, and Clark trots down to second as the ball flew way out of play. That'll bring up Braxton Billick, 2 for 2 on the day. Billick looking for that three-hit day, and he does. Lines it to right field. Clark will head to third, and he'll hold right there. Braxton Billick, what a number 9 hitter.
Man, he is so good.
He is a dandy.
3 hits today going the other way.
Damn.
Just such a good job. Just a nice, short, compact swing. Doesn't have a ton of power, but knows that he doesn't need to use it. Just does a great job to put the ball in play. Man, I like watching him play.
It's not whether he's running or not. It's just what pitch he's going to go
I'm going to say he's going on pitch number 1 here. Let's see. Upton squares the bunt.
Upton gives the fake bunt here.
Let Billick take off.
No, he's not.
Okay.
Not running. And the pitch from Smith Hansen up high.
We don't know it all here.
We don't know it all. We know most of everything. If we don't
try
know it,
to.
Coach Myers will tell us. He'll get it. He'll get us straight.
I say
1-0 to Upton. Billick not running.
Maybe they're gonna say Billick calmed down a little bit after that that big jump he had and nearly got picked off earlier. But Coach Salt giving some signs down there at third.
Top of the order.
1-1 on Upton.
The pitch. Upton's going to line that down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball, and that's going to bounce into the left field area, the foul area, for another single for Chris Upton, his third hit of the game.
Gosh,
My
how good.
goodness.
How good is that 9-1 combo for post one? Billick and Upton, guys just put the ball in play, get on base, do the right things, can bunt it, can run it.
Post one now with 11 hits on the day. 6 of those are by the 9-1 hitters. That's going to bring up Seth Cover. You're reminded the run limit, the mercy rule is 10 runs after 4, and actually it's 8 runs after 5.
Yeah, so those 2 runs out there for post one, big runs.
Post one trying to make it their second mercy rule game of the day. Cover flies this ball to left center field, the reliable center fielder out there. He is a nice player.
Billick is going to tag and go to third.
Alex Strapka, man, he's a nice player out there. He runs that ball down, and Billick tags and heads to third. Cover flies out. We'll see if Jackson Murray can potentially end this game. Don't forget, we'll have a couple of players. We may grab Billick and
maybe Upton. See if we can get those guys, the 9-1 guys.
Maybe grab and Murray. Wow, what a little hit and run. A shortstop was moving over. Oh, I thought that Upton may continue around to third, but he stays there. 2 more hits for Jackson Murray and another RBI. Shortstop was moving to cover second, and Murray hit it right where he was playing. So the winning run now in this game is standing on second base in the form of Chris Upton, with Zaid Billings with an opportunity to end this game.
Yeah, 1 out here. I wouldn't think Upton is going to run, but would be nice to get him down there to third with and it's not going to matter because curveball just hit Billings right in the back. So bases loaded for post one. That winning run down at third. Again, such a big run out there because, again, save pitching for post one. It's a long weekend. It's a long innings out there. 8 games and potentially in 4 days. So a huge run as Reese Davis going to come up for post one. Here we go. And that is going to do it.
Yes, sir. And that is just going to be, and that will, I believe.
Yeah, that bounce hit that pole out in right center field. But
and guess what? Reese Davis, with his, we may have to get Davis up
well,
here.
Here's the thing. Are they going to call that a double? Because the game technically ends after 8 runs, so that probably is just going to be a single. Correct, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I would say since it's a ground rule double, I guess you'd rule it a double.
That's a good question because as soon as that run crosses the plate, the game is over. But it hit that pole to the right side of the red monster out there. I don't know if Jubb is able to get a shot of that. There's a pole right to the right out there, and it hit that pole. Technically, I would say that stays. Is that out of play or is it in play?
I would say that's in play.
Okay,
that's
so then I'm going to say that Davis probably gets a single. Yeah.
So we're gonna try to get Zaid Billings, Chris Upton, and Reese Davis up here and have a chat with them about the day they had. Those 3 alone, folks, have counted for 9 of the post one's 13 hits. What a day for those 3 guys. We're going to try to grab them here and get a few words. But your final score as Wheeling post one. What a day. 2 mercy run rules. They win the first game 13-1. The second game 12-4. So post 1 and Moundsville post 3. Both 2-0. They will meet tomorrow at 10:30. Join us for the live stream. Join us for the radio broadcast here on the Watchdog and on YouTube. Trying to track these guys down.
Yeah, we'll head to break here. One more time, I'll run down our sponsors before we head to break. As always, T&Y Payroll Pros, Techno Cap Closures, Mail America, our starting lineups today. Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, Bernie Glenn Insurance, ATM Man Stan Stazensky, Wakeham's Bar, Schmidt Brothers Sunoco, S&D Painting, Glamp Life, Tenant Law Office, Belmont Savings Bank, and Form Energy, our post-game interview sponsor, as I believe we got the fellas up here right now. We do.
Yeah,
Man, they got up here fast. Jeez.
Yeah, we
I
do.
was getting ready to go to break.
I thought they were out there in
I
a group.
I was getting ready to go to break here, but they're how'd they know to get up here?
It's just
That's just how
magical.
good they. It's just how good they are today.
So Post won with a big victory today, 12-4 after a 13-1 victory. We got first of all, we'll talk to Reese Davis. Reese, we're still debating whether that last one bounced over the fence or whether it hit a pole and came back.
I think I hit a pole and came back.
So it officially was not a ground rule double, so you're going to get a single for it.
Ah.
So two doubles and a single today.
Yep.
Talk about how you're feeling at the plate. Big home run on Tuesday against Morgantown. You're swinging a hot bat right now. Talk a little bit about hitting in this lineup right now.
I feel really confident. I know everyone can hit, and I just trust my my hitting and just seeing the ball well.
Yeah, I mean, your approach at the plate now is really good. You're swinging a ball, or you're swinging a bat like I've never seen you swing it. But I think this offensive outburst is just contagious with you guys. I think it's just rubbing off on everybody.
Yeah, hitting is definitely contagious when it comes to baseball. It keeps on going.
Yeah, well, 2 wins in the books today.
Yeah.
Got 2 more tomorrow. Moundsville Post 3 came up with 2 wins today, so going to have to come ready to go tomorrow.
Yep, just hit the ball.
All right, that's a man, Reese Davis, 2 doubles and a single. Got the game-winning single at the end of the game today, so appreciate you stopping up, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to be joined now by the one and only Chris Upton.
There's one guy with 3 hits, and now we're going to get another guy with 3 hits.
Yeah, these
9 hits up here in the
3
booth
of
with
you
us.
guys, it's combined for 9 of the 14 hits today. So how many, and I know you don't keep track, but how many bunt hits is that for you now?
I have no clue.
Take a wild
Hopefully
guess.
it's double digits. I hope it's around 11 or 12.
It's got to be around 11 or 12. Well, 2
That's
more
what I like to
today.
hear.
So what is that? When you come in your first at bat to lead off the game, is your first look down at third?
Oh, yeah. See him playing back, I'm going to get it done.
Where does he have to be playing for you to is he even? If he's even or behind, you're laying it down?
Yeah, even or behind, it's a go.
Now, you become such a master at putting the ball in exactly the same spot all the time. Talk about, do you work on that in BP? Is that one of your things that you're working on now?
Well, we pride at the Lindsley School at bunting. We do that a lot, so.
Oh, Coach Cartwright.
Coach Cartwright, yeah.
And Coach Goodnight, hopefully getting him good.
No, he takes care of the pitchers. Hey, I can tell you right
he
now,
likes bunting.
if Coach Goodnight was at it, he wouldn't have his third baseman back when Chris Upton's
Oh, no,
out.
not at all.
So talk a little bit about your approach now to plate. You're just, when you're not bunting for a hit, you're just hitting the ball so well. Do you just feel really confident now at the plate?
Well, yeah, I'm really confident because if I get on base, there's going to be people behind me that are going to put it in play and get me in. So just my biggest thing is getting on base. You know, there's people behind me. They'll get it in. Jackson Murray, Zaid, all those people. Cover, they'll all get it in.
Talk about just this lineup and how you guys can, and the MO is that you guys fall behind early. You always get behind like 2-3-0.
Yeah.
Sometimes 6-0.
Yeah.
And you guys, you don't panic. You know that it's like going to be one of those days where you're going to score a bunch of runs.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you're coming to watch us, it's gonna be fun. It's fun watching us for sure. It's fun playing in this lineup.
Well, and I tell you what, you play long games too because you score a lot of runs.
Sure
and
do.
a lot of at-bats. And then great job by Brady Ernest today. Pitchers gave you a great effort today. Talk a little bit about that staff.
Well, that. If you want to give us a weakness, that might be our weakness as our pitching staff. But they're doing a good job of keeping the balance out.
Yeah, that's what we continue to talk about. The only Achilles heel we see now is the amount of walks that your pitchers are giving up. Like they'll get 2 quick outs and walk a guy on 4 pitches. But hopefully, I know Coach Henry's working to get that straightened out. He's not happy at all with that. But overall, you have a lot of arms. You're confident in a tournament like this that you surely have enough arms. I think you even pitched the other day, did you?
Yeah, I threw at Morgantown.
Well, that probably isn't going to happen much, is it?
Oh, no.
You and Murray are just going to slop things up, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Get in there and wipe up. Well, Chris, you're doing a great job. Proud of you, and what a performance again today, and keep it up.
Thank you for having me.
Yep.
Let's hear 3 more hits coming on the mic.
No, we got we got Zaid.
Oh, I thought we had Braxton up here. We got Zaid.
Yeah, we got Zaid Billings. Zaid back catching again today. Did a great job behind the plate once again.
Thank you.
The versatile man. Are you tired?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready to go get something to eat.
You ready to go eat?
Absolutely.
All right, talk a little bit about your role here. Now you go from playing the outfield sometimes to catching to wherever you
DH game 1, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So talk a little bit about what your role in all those positions.
Well, honestly, I just like to be on the field. So wherever they need me, that's where I like to be. So whatever makes the team the best, where I'm at, that's what I like to be.
That's a good mindset to have. And so tonight, rest up. Back here tomorrow. How you feeling? You got to go against 2-0 Moundsville Post 3. How you feeling tomorrow? Confident?
Always confident with this team, with this lineup, with our pitching. As long as they come every day and throw strikes, our bats will do what they do. So.
Yeah. Where do you have a position you feel more comfortable in than the other, or are you okay in all of them?
I mean, I've always played. I've been behind the plate since my 8th grade year, so that's where I like to be. But wherever they really need me, I've played all positions as growing up, everything. So
yeah, talk about because I'm a little not confused, but where in college are you at West Liberty now? Are you playing at West Liberty?
No, I did go. I committed to West Liberty out of high school. I went up there and I decided not to play, and so now I'm transferring to WVU Parkersburg.
Are you going to play there?
No, they don't have a baseball team. It's just a community college.
Oh, okay,
It's going to
okay.
be a teacher.
Oh, you're going to be a school teacher.
That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Okay. Well, we appreciate the time and keep it up, man. You guys are doing a great job, and
Yes, sir.
we'll be ready to go tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. That's Zaid Billings did the catching and DHing and doing a great job for Post 1. And once again, your final score here in Game 2 after Post 1 takes Game 1 13-1. The Form Energy. I don't know what Jared's.
No, I was just showing the. I'm just showing the
Ryland
camera. The Form
Rob.
Energy.
Ryland Robb wanted one of those, so we may have to.
Yeah, maybe we'll gift him a Form Energy. Again, thank you to them. Really, actually, great drink. I've been sipping on this the whole time.
Yeah. So we were going to try to get Braxton Billick. We'll grab him tomorrow before the game because he had 3 hits, and we'll grab Braxton tomorrow. And we're going to sign off here from Patriot Field on the campus of Wheeling Park High School. As your final score, Post 1 goes 2-0 on a day as they take care of Clarington Elite from Ontario, Canada. Your final score, 12-4 in favor of Post 1. On behalf of Jarrett and Job and Coach Steve Myers, this is Coach Dell signing off. We'll see you tomorrow.